Aries, I see success for you. I see, I would call it even a sort of a breakthrough in a way, but it is something that you worked for. It is something that you worked for. You probably, some of you didn't really, not that they didn't do it willingly, but they didn't invest the time in doing this job, in I don't know, investing in this relationship, like having fun doing it. It was not fun doing it, but finally it pays off. The not having bet is here. This is the not having bet. It came in the reverse. If it was in the upright, I would have said, oh wow, you had so much fun doing whatever you did. And finally, he is the breakthrough. But the point here is, I think, I feel like you didn't really enjoy doing it, but you did it. And I can see you being quite stubborn with it, in a way that you were very persistent, even a little bit, why not say it this way, a little bit constipated on that topic, whatever that topic might be. For each one of you would be a different one in your lives. But you know, I can feel and I can see your former negative thoughts. I can, they're here, they're present, but they're not negative anymore. I mean, you've got rid of them by September. You will have, you will be free by September from the negative thoughts, from the ones that constantly kept telling you, I'm never going to make this happen. This is so difficult, and this relationship will never work out, or this, you know, all that negativity. The thing is, it may not even have been you saying all this. For some of you, those were your own thoughts. And for some others, you have someone around you in September that keeps going on like this. It's like, you know, it's a little negative, actually quite negative in a way. Either way, though, they seem to be wrong. That you know it. The thing is, you know it. You know you can succeed. You know you can get the contract. You know you can get the achievement. You know you can get the position. You know you can make it, and you can be with this girl or boy or woman or man, and you know you can make it work, and you will make it work. Absolutely, you will make it work. I think it has started in August, whatever that is. And it simply really didn't work out in August. It doesn't mean it won't work in September. Actually, exactly in September is when it will work out. And look, 8 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. Now, we've got them both here. In the 8 of Swords, you are completely left blind. No information has been shared with you, be it in business, be it in your job, be it in whatever that is. Maybe even your partner, husband, wife, whatever romantic partner didn't share anything with you, so you're being left in the dark. As simple as that. If you wanted to know, you could have learned, you could have found the information, but I don't see you didn't bother. You really didn't bother doing it. And this is why it didn't work out in, look, this is the card. Have a look closely. You are absolutely focused, doing whatever that thing might be in your life, and you have fun doing it. You're getting creative, you like it. In the reverse though, it's the complete opposite, of course. It's not fun doing it. You're not interested in maybe not that you're not interested, but you just feel left out and you just didn't do it. Things are changing in September. So those were the two eights. Both eights were, to me, I feel them like they're talking to me about the month of August. And here we go. In September, the number 9, the 9 of Cups. Everything is laid in front of you. Look at this. Imagine this is a meeting table. And actually, you've got the word. You will say it if this is it. And on the other hand, whatever that might be, all those cups are filled with something, and everything is laid in front of you. So nothing is being held back anymore, or hidden, or whatever. And you are very fiery, so much of an Aries here. You're just going for it, and this is the moment you will act. This is like, look at you on your high horse. I love this card. It's beautiful. So I mean, really, you jump with all power head first, and it's just happening. It's simply happening. Now, in this whole picture, in the middle is the success, and it's beautiful. And I'm going to show you the success. You know, I've said so many times in this sort of spread, this is, you know, the most important card, and this is the card that flew out just like that for you for the month of September. So I really love it. It is the 10 of Pentacles. It represents absolute happiness, and look, the whole family is there. The finances are great. Everyone is happy. The dog is there. The kids are there. Everyone's playing with her. Some people look after the older ones, but even the granddad is enjoying. Everything is just as it has to be. And it can, for some of you, even be a generational thing. Maybe you were not interested, or maybe someone did hold back some information, you know, in August. And for some of you, that might be a generational business that's being handed from generation to generation. And then, you know, sometimes the older ones, for one or other reason, instead of letting us being creative, as I said here, they just, quite to the contrary, want us to stick to tradition. Now, there are no cards here talking about it, but sometimes when I see something, I just have to say it, because I bet in some cases that will be in some of between some of you will resonate with what I say. Anyway, now to what I wanted to say before that. In this whole picture here, you finally breaking through in September. Now there is this other person that I talked about before involved, and they seem to stay still negative even in September. I think they may have been negative in August as well, and maybe they were the ones who were holding back the information. The interesting bit here between you two is actually that you are on the same level. I would say, whatever that might be. Say if this is a colleague, then this is the same level colleague. It's not an authority. It's not. It's just the same like a simple colleague. It's not your boss, it's not a manager, it's not like, you know, it's just the same level. Or if you are director, then they are director too. So you come both on the same level. Either way though, they're in the reverse and you're in the upright. And I can hear them. I can hear them because they talk a lot. They probably talk a lot. Or even if they don't talk a lot, when they talk, their words can be knife sharp, razor sharp. I mean, we all have phases and we all are sometimes going through different periods in our lives. But in this case, in this particular case, whatever that was in August that didn't work out and you didn't have the information about, so you could work it out. I think this was the person that's fault. And he, I say he because it's sort of the Prince of Swords, and it's rather very male, very masculine in this card, but it doesn't have to be. It can be absolutely, it can be a female person. So whoever this person is, they're very good with words and they were very negative with their words, extremely negative. Now, the one thing that will change in September is that the negativity and this whole obsessiveness with being negative about the matter around them is going to probably calm down, but they are still somehow not in the upright position. So be mindful of them. Don't let them discourage you, or and they seem also, I said in the beginning, this might be you being so negative, but now seeing them in the reverse and paying more attention to them, for most of you, this is someone that will play a role in this whole situation. And you don't need to be like them. You don't need to be like them. As a matter of fact, actually, you should be acting, because this is the month for you to act. I, however, wouldn't choose them as partners. I mean, if that was a bit extreme now, but I mean, we all have, as I say, we all have phases, and it's not necessarily that they're so extremely negative, but they feel stubborn. They feel stubborn and still not like, you know, maybe there is, like, look at this two cards. If this is a brother, sister, brother, I don't know, siblings thing, and the other person here actually wants the siblings to run the business properly and nicely. This is only an example. Apply it to your case. Either way, you need a collaboration. So whatever this success here is, look how many people there are. We've got 4 here and a dog. We have another 2 here. So it is going to be, it's not only you that you will achieve it, but maybe, just maybe, I have a feeling, because you're sitting once here and it's only you shown. Look, everyone else is invisible. I think your word will be heard. And look, this is it. This is what I say, and this is how it's going to work. And admittedly, it will work. It will work exactly like this. And it's not going to work like this. Surely not. And surely not. Now there is one thing. They may, this person here, I mean, as I say, they're good with words. that's one way to recognize them. The other way to recognize them is maybe they eventually might be a air sign like Libra Aquarian, or maybe even Gemini. Gemini are quite good with these things. I mean, but Aquarian, everyone. I mean, Libra, Aquarian, Gemini. Not necessarily, but possible. If they suggest something creative, if they would suggest something creative, how this business should be run, and you get stagnant and you get a little constipated and you say, no, I am going to save the money, and I'm going to decide how we do this once I've got the whole information, once you lay in front of me all the information. Before that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to move a little finger. And this is exactly what will happen. You are in the upright, you've got the right for the month of September, and so on. Imagine this is, let's take some of you who are looking for a relationship message or applies to a relationship message. I'll tell you what, just a minute ago I said, oh, well, I won't choose them as a partner. This is not that, we can't say this. This is too far. This is going too far. We all get confused every now and again. And if it takes you to save the relationship, you will make it work either way. In September, however, they might be still a bit confused. One positive thing about them is that they at least have stopped thinking. They've got rid of their negativity, their negative thoughts, or at least they're not expressing them anymore. They're still not quite upright in the upright, not at all. And maybe like, you know, maybe they wanted to go and find a creative profession or something, and they got completely lost because it didn't work out. And now everything is so negative for them suddenly. But once you learn to understand them, once they really sit down with them and drink. Have a few drinks, not one. Look, you have 4, let them have 5 and tell you. Let them tell you how they feel. And eventually, once they've taken that blindfold off your eyes, you will understand and you will know how to make it work. And this is it, how you will, look, have a drink together. Have a drink and talk it out. Just talk it out, because you will know how to help them. And I find at the end of the day, you will succeed. There is a solar eclipse. I'm sorry. There is a solar eclipse in your 6th house of work. It's a major one on September 1st, 2nd. So I really feel that it may be around work, but for some of you that will be very close to your 7th house cusp, and this is only if you are Aries ascendant. So that's only if you are Aries ascendant. But eclipse is there, and it will be somewhere for all of us. It's just, if your sun is in Aries, I don't know in which house that will be. So this is why I'm talking only about Aries ascendant. 6th house of work, definitely new. Like you will just make it work anew, afresh. And if for some of you that 6th house, it may be very close to the 7th house cusp. This is only for those of you who understand a little bit of astrology. So that might be absolutely and totally relationship focused as well.